this message is for those people that can relate to a message called "You're Not a Star." And when I was writing, when I was writing this message, even though I kind of did like write the message out, but you know what I just hear in the beat is like, "You're not a star, you're not a star. Are you oblivious to what I say?" Meaning like, are you not realizing what I'm telling you is the truth, and that I don't see any stardom in you. I don't see anything in you that is star material. You know, you may not look star material. You may not have the star material that we are looking for, or you're just not, you know, I'm hearing material girl, okay? I don't even know where that's coming from, okay? But you're not the material girl, and maybe you are the type of girl or guy that is just not materialistic, okay? And how I envision it, I just see somebody that's very materialistic talking to, you know, someone else, and like, "You're not a star," you know. Like, you're not a star. Are you oblivious to what I'm saying? Like, you know, you don't check none of the boxes of a star, right? And you know, the person that this other person is talking to, this person basically has the skills to be a star, but the person is like, "Look, I'm not even in competition with you anyway." Like, I'm not even looking to be in competition with you anyway. So, you know, if you want to, you know, call me and say that I'm not a star, okay, that's fine as well. You know, I'm cool with that as well, right? And you know, what I notice is that sometimes people would say in YouTube land and in spirituality land, right, they would say like, "Oh no, you know, you get what you're getting into and what you're trying to do, you know, you shouldn't do that. You need to stick with this, and this is what you need to stick with in order to be successful, or, you know, you won't be successful at that because it says this," right? And I was just saying, like, you know, what if sometimes that's not the truth? What if sometimes, you know, you're just thinking, or you're projecting onto somebody else what is you think is the truth, but that's maybe not their truth. And sometimes we can't, you know, say like, "Oh man, this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, I know that is gonna happen." You know, sometimes God just wants us to go in a whole new different direction, or sometimes God puts somebody else's life in a whole new different direction than what you think is their life's direction, right? So that's kind of, you know, what I was talking about. And I was just talking about, like, you know, imagine that it's just this one particular person or these group of people that's just steady putting this other person down and steady wanting this other person to feel like, you know, you're not worth it. You're not worth stardom. You're not worth feeling worthy of yourself. You're just simply not worth it. And our goal and our mission is to make sure that you know that you're not worth it. Or, you know what I'm saying? You could come home like I like to use the analogy of Harry Potter, right? You know, you can come home and these people can have known you since birth, or even birth you in this world, and they still sit there and tell you like, "No, this is what you're meant to do," or "You need to be doing this and you're not doing it that way, and you can't have this because this is not meant for you." Like, do you hear what I'm trying to say? Whole time that, you know, the person that they're talking to is like, "Look, yo, I'm just trying to be me." I'm just trying to be me. Doing what I get. People think that I'm just sitting on top of the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like that's where I was talking about with this person, is like, look, I'm just sitting on top of the world. I'm just sitting on top of the world observing. Like, I'm just here and I'm just observing. I'm just observing. You know, I ain't come here to take your crown off, and I feel like shit, if that's the case, hey, we can all have crowns. Rock your crown, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel, is that, you know, you should be empowering other people to rock their crown, rock your crown, you know what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful thing when you could take somebody and put a crown on them when they feel like they don't have a crown. See, that is another thing, another tip that how I feel what is empowerment, or it comes from a woman or a man that's powerful, is when they know what they have, but they can also put the crown on somebody else and recognize them and like, look, you know what I'm saying? This crown is for you. You deserve this crown. You know what I'm saying? It could be an invisible crown, whatever it is, but it's just like, notice what you have and notice your worth. And I see you just like I see me, but I see you too, right? I see you too. So, you know, those are the people that are telling someone else, or those are the people that tell the world, like, you know, we are oblivious to what these other people have to say about who you are, how you are, or what you should be. You know, you are what you are. And that can go for, you know, saying, oh man, you're bad, you're this, you're that. You know, that's another thing that I had saw, like, what was that, a couple days ago. I just saw a video and it was like, you know, oh man, such and such, you know, Michael Jackson, he's demonic, he's a demon. You know, he went up in a tree to get his songs, and all his songs came from when he was up in a tree. He's getting it from other places, or he go in a room and he get it from a tree. I mean, he get it, all these things when he go in his room, or man, he went to sleep and when he woke up, he had these songs. And I'm just like, you know, can y'all stop? Sometimes I just be like, can you just stop? Can you just stop? You know, some things is just, to me, overboard. And I just be like, why you just can't give somebody the props that they deserve? Why does everything have to be turned into, you are demonic, you are a demon, this is evil? Why you just can't give a person their props? Like, man, you are a great artist, you are a great actor, you are a great musician, you are a great writer, you are a great producer, you are great. And what is wrong with simply being great? And nowadays, I feel like it's like, you know, if you see somebody that's great, you just got to pick them apart. You got to, you know, make them feel so bad, or it has to be somebody or something that has to throw shots at them like, man, you are bad, right? And not saying that it's not bad people in this world, or it's not saying that, you know, it's not people that really do bad things to get what they want, because that is absolutely true, but it's not absolutely true for everybody, right? You know? So yeah, and I was just thinking like, you're not a star, you're not a star. It's kind of like Ashley Olsen twins Halloween movie, and the kids was just going in a ring around in a rosy, and you just, these kids just around this one kid and just like, you're not a star, you're not a star, you're not a star, you're this, you're that, you're that, you're that, you're that, you're that, you're all these disgusting things, but the one thing that you're not, baby, you're not a star. And the kid just like, okay, and I don't care. And you know, and that's when I came to the part, it's like, man, you know what? Actually, I am not a star, but I am the whole galaxy. I am everything. You know, everything is a part of me. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's like what somebody throws at you, you gotta throw it back. You gotta use that energy back. You gotta use that intimidation back. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta use that, hate back, right? You got to use it back, but in a good way. How can that basically evolve you? How can that help you evolve? You know, because everybody's gonna have their opinions anyway. Like, yeah, you right. You right about that, but guess what? I'm right too. You know what I mean? And sometimes when we think about just being in an environment where people want to show you so bad of what you are not, or what you will never be, and sometimes that can get you down. That can get you down when you in a mode and you know that people want to get you down. You know that people want to bring you down. You know that people want to be like, aha, you are not a star. You will never be a star. Where I'm at, you will never be. Okay? Like, you know, when it gets to that point, sometimes it does bring you down. You be like, damn, you know, why do you have to just do all that? Say, why you want to go and do that, little mom? Hey, say, why you want to go and do that, you know? And, it depends on how many people are doing these things to you, or how many of these incidents has happened to you. And sometimes it may weigh down on you, right? And that's kind of what I was talking about. Like, you know, if you have ever experienced like racism, even though we don't talk about racism a lot, like, man, can you actually talk about racism or just being treated unfairly, right? Of course. And it's like, oh, well, I don't want to serve you, so I'm gonna walk away and not serve you. Or the way I'm gonna serve you to where you're not even gonna want to come in here. Or I'm gonna serve you lesser quality than I serve everybody else. Or I'm gonna be less nice to you than how I am to everybody else, right? And sometimes that can play a part on us. That can weigh heavy on us. And that can always have us thinking like, man, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do, right? But then that's why I always think about Jesus, right? Like, we think about Jesus like, okay, what did he do? You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, you know, it's not other examples, but like, that's the most example that I can just come up off the top of my head and be like, man, what did I do? Whole time you ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Whole time you didn't do anything, okay? Or sometimes you just don't know why. And you're like, all right, it is what it is, because I don't know why, right? And, you know, sometimes we get to a point where, all right, they say what they want to say. And sometimes when you've been picked on, you just like, look, yo, right? That used to make me cry. Like, imagine when you used to get bullied in school and you like, oh man, you run home and, oh man, mama, they call me fat. They call me this. They call me that. They call me bald. They call me ugly. They call me hairy. They call me this. They call me that. They call me a demon. They call me the devil. They call me the Antichrist. They call me, right? And, you know, you would cry. Sometimes you would break down so bad that you're like, look, man, I don't even want to be on this earth anymore. Until a point where you're just like, look, man, I'm gonna just laugh, you know? I gotta laugh with you, like, you know what I mean? Like, if that's the case, then I might as well just laugh. And if I ain't laughing with you because you hate me so much, man, I'm just laughing against you. Like, yo, it's just a joke. Like, just laugh, man. Just laugh. So that's kind of just what I was talking about in this message. Like, you're not a star. You're not a star. You're not a star. And there's some things that we simply can't explain. Certain reasons why things happen, we just simply can't explain. And I was talking about destiny, you know, because when you think about a star, you think about something that shines bright. You think about something that's beautiful. You think about something that is peculiar. You think about something that is, like, man, okay, that's different. What is that? What is that? I want to know what that is, right? You want to know more about it. You're drawn to it. And I was talking about destiny. Destiny is something that you do naturally. So when you are a star, whatever the star is within you is what you do naturally. You know, it's like being in a simple competition with other people, and the whole time the other people got something against you, and you like, look, man, okay, I'm not a star. All right, I'll get that to you. Whatever you say, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, give props to people when props is due, right? And you even give props to people because they try, right? And I feel like I was talking to the people that would even give props to people that has downed them. Like, yo, even though you down me, even though you doubt me, even though you ridicule me, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? I still give you your props though. Shout out to you though. Shout out to you, right? Shout out to you. So, yeah. Shout out to you. Man, that is the message that I was getting for, you know, you're not a star. That was the whole plot of you're not a star. But you can't help what you do naturally. And if I love what I do naturally, and if it comes naturally, then I'm going to do it naturally, no matter if I'm a star or not a star in your eyes. But this is what I do naturally. This is what I love to do naturally. This is who I am naturally. This is how I think naturally. And either you accept me for me naturally or you don't, right? And it don't matter if I'm not a star to you, because baby, I'm the whole galaxy, period. Okay? But that is that. Alright, so I hope y'all got some type of value out of this. And, you know, keep that light shining within you, no matter what they say. Right? Be busy, get back, baby. Peace.